Hey, what's going on YouTube? Adam C here. Thanks for watching. So today we're in the garage fish room. Ignore all the mess behind me. But this is where this video is going to be taking place. So if you've been subbed to me for probably 8 months to a year or longer, you remember I did a video on trying to save a fish. I think it was called Project Save the Venustus. And if you did watch that video, that series of videos, you probably remember that it ended in absolute failure. The fish died. What it was, I was at a local fish shop. They had this fish. It was a Venustus. It was really injured and sick. They had it in a quarantine tank and they didn't have any room to keep it anymore. So they offered it to me for free. And I thought, yeah, you know, I'll do this great series of videos on healing the fish, and I'll start where it's really sick and I'll end with it being really healthy and in my show tank. And it ended in death. So I haven't been happy about that. And I'm not going to put a link to that series of videos in this video because if you haven't seen it, I don't want you to go watch it because it's just, it just ends in failure. But we're round 2 now. So I was at a local friend's house. He also keeps African cichlids, and he had a Dimidiochromis kawingi, a fish I have been wanting. And it had been beaten up. It was sick. It looks really bad. It doesn't look good. He's really malnourished. It's the typical story of he got bullying turned into he wouldn't eat anything, which turns into he gets internal parasites, and it's the whole death spiral thing. So this video is going to be me trying to heal him from the edge of death to a show fish. And it may end in death, but it may end in a nice fish for me for nothing. So let's get down to it. Let's take a look at him. So here he is. He is about 7 inches long, and he probably weighs half as much as he should. If you look closely, you can see his stomach, his belly area. It has an arch in it. That's a sign of malnourishment and internal parasites. And if I can get him to turn the other way, let's see here. There he's turning. You can just see he's malnourished. You can see his bone structure. If you look just behind his eye, on really either side, you can see the bone sticking out from his skull. He's not in very good shape, and honestly, he's probably in worse shape than the Venustus that I got that actually died. Let me just take a look at him. He looks like a skeleton fish. He's not eating anything, and honestly, it's probably 50-50 whether he will live. But what I plan to do is, I plan to treat him with some medication, and the medication I am using is, we're going to go with some General Cure. It's just it's a general medicine that treats any kind of, you know, internal parasites, as you can see, a wasting disease, anything like that. If you're ever not sure exactly what a fish is suffering from, this is a good thing to start with because it treats multiple things. And it does have some external wounds from the other fish, so I'm also going to be using some API Melifix. It's almost like Neosporin is for humans. You don't really have to use this. If you keep your water very clean, it almost does the same thing, but this is just going to kind of speed things up a bit. And I had it on hand, so I thought, what the hell, let's use it. So what I'm going to do is, this is day number 1 of him in this tank. I'm going to film him every 3 or 4 days, as long as he's living, and see his progress. Then what I'm going to do at the end is I'm going to put all those videos together into one video, and hopefully, I stress hopefully, I will be able to post a video showing him going from day number 1 here, to whatever day I feel is necessary until he can go into my big tank as a perfectly healthy fish. So that's the goal. Will it work? I do not know, but let's just see how it goes. Here we are at day number 26. This will be the last day we follow him. He's in the show tank. He's doing very well now. He's wanting me to feed him. He's gained probably 75% of his total weight back, I believe, from how big he should be. No parasites. His waist looks completely normal and has for a couple of weeks now, so I'm very comfortable having him back in here. But he is a permanent resident of this tank, so the good news is, going forward with other videos, you'll still be able to see him, check in on him, and see how he's doing. He's about 7 inches now, maybe 7.5. He's got quite a bit of growing yet to do, so hopefully the situation he just went through doesn't stunt his total growth. The Venustus was a failure trying to save him, but I believe this one has turned out to be a success, and I'm really happy about it. So even when fish are in bad shape, if you have an isolated quarantine tank for them, you can really bring them back. You'd be surprised what they can take. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I certainly appreciate you watching, and see you guys next time.